We're better than Lineker, I think. He can
yeah.
get gone. Get us on match of the day.
All I'm saying is, how are they recording it? Because I don't see Ian Wright going to Gary Lineker's house as essential travel.
Have you not seen the list, James?
I've not seen the list, so we can actually, since they stole our idea, we'll steal their list. Go on.
Yeah.
Our top 10 this week is top 10 goal scorers.
Yeah. We could just debate their list, can't we? And just be like, where we think they're right or wrong. Obviously, Dean Windass should be in there somewhere, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Did he actually score in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Twice.
He scored an own goal once, did he? I don't know.
I don't think he did.
Sounds like a whole player.
Michael Dawson scored a banging own goal, though. Oh, we'll have to blur that branding out. We're not sponsored by Diet Coke.
There you go. I can't drink it that way, though.
Right. Who's in at number 10? Actually, no. Give me a second. Intro.
Introduce it, though. Yeah.
Mic's on now. Let's get ready. Fire in the booth.
It's the top 10.
That's all I've been waiting for.
Quality content once again.
Glenn Johnson's toilet seat, Peter Crouch's dodgy feet, Paul Gascoigne's parakeet, it's all on the list. Highest paid managers, those who dated footballers, world's best goal scorers, it's also on the list. Who has the most clean sheets, stadiums with empty seats, players intolerant to wit, who knew that was the list? Players who are behind bars, players who drive fancy cars. Should we send Barton to Mars? That decision isn't ours. These are the top 10 players, from the most played to the highest paid. These are the top 10 players, so stay tuned to see what we've got this week. Whee!
Hello! And welcome back to another top 10, courtesy of the BBC, who stole our idea, so we're stealing theirs. Today with the top 10 Premier League goal scorers. Arthur, take it away.
This is Scratch of the Day, top 10.
Yeah.
Scratch of the day. Right, let's go.
Since they just stole our ideas and everything like that, we thought we'd just, see what they're doing, see if we rate their ideas or not.
Yeah, probably don't.
No. Well, I'll give you... I don't want to give you the list they're in because I want you to try and guess what... Because obviously they did a top 10 goal scorers and they did it via fan vote.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, we'll see. I'll give them to you in a random order, James. You got Jack, have you seen the list as well? I presume you have.
I haven't seen the list.
Oh, you haven't seen the list, so I'll give you random names and then we'll let you guys put it into a top 10 and we'll see how well it tallies up with them, all right?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we've got Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, Alan Shearer, Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, Van Nistelrooy, Ronaldo, Drogba, Suarez, and Andy Cole.
Right. Andy Cole's at number 10.
Right, okay.
Right,
Well, let me...
I'm going to write my list down here. And if we get any correct, you have to tell us.
I've only written 8 down. Which ones have you got? I've got Kane, Aguero, Shearer, Henry, Van Nistelrooy, Drogba, Suarez, Cole.
Wazza.
Right, of course.
Do you have Henry?
Yeah, I've got Henry.
Ronaldo?
No, I don't have Ronaldo. There we go.
There you go. That's your 10, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Any honourable mentions that you would recommend in there?
Dean Windass.
Apart from Dean Windass. Grant Holt.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Van Persie.
Again, it's like Van Persie again was good for 2 straight years. That was about it, wasn't it? He had 2 crazy seasons. One at Arsenal, then one at United. Then after that, before he wasn't.
What about Bergkamp?
Wasn't very prolific in the Premier League, was he?
No, but he was special.
But he's not a goal scorer, though, is he? I think he's more of a.
What about Ian Wright?
Again, not much Premier League, is he?
True.
Fernando Torres, he's got to be on the list.
Do you think?
He did
Yeah, but-
bits at Liverpool.
Yeah, but if he hadn't have flopped at Chelsea, then yeah. But
Radamel Falcao.
Steve Sidwell.
Steve Sidwell. Jamie O'Hara, because he's a legend.
Craig Bellamy.
Oh, Craig Bell's actually not a terrible shout.
I remember when Cardiff went
Michael
back to
Owen.
the Premier League and just started Craig Bellamy every week. That was great.
No, but do you remember? I remember when Cardiff in the Championship and they got Craig Bellamy on loan for the year, and that was like off the back of him having like his best season ever. And I was like at Man City, I was like, what? I thought I voted for him to be in like the BBC
Didn't
The
he-
poll, and I voted for him to be Player of the Year.
Wasn't he one of he was part of the Team GB team, wasn't he, at the 2012 Olympics? Craig Bellamy.
Probably, yeah. Was he?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Craig
Yeah.
Bellamy was.
Yeah, seems about right, doesn't it? Well, it was him, Giggs, and Beckham at the
Think
three
so.
overs.
Think so.
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, back to the top 10 list. So, who we go for number 10 then, out of the list that you've got?
Number 10, I'm going for Andy Cole.
I'm going to say Andy Cole as well.
Well, you match up with BBC, they also have Andy Cole at number 10.
There we
Okay.
go.
Do you know his stats? Like, he's what, the second, I believe? Second or third? He's third, I think, like all-time top goal scorers in the Premier League. But he scored 187 goals, which is pretty good. But it took him 414 games. So his goal ratio is 0.45.
Wow.
That's not too
Exactly.
bad. 'Cause, I guess
He
got
had about
strike.
10 clubs, though.
That's true. Good strikers usually get like 1 in 2, don't they?
Yeah, his most prolific season when he got 34 in 40 games for Newcastle in '94.
That is very good.
That's
That
not
is
bad,
good.
is it? But who have you got number 9 then?
I've got Van Nistelrooy.
Ruvan Nistelrooy at number 9.
N, not a D.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe Suarez
Ooh.
at number 9.
Jack matches up with BBC with number 9,
Oh.
Luis Suarez.
Because although he was good at Liverpool and had a great kind of few seasons, was he always that? He was never that really a 30 goal a season man, was he? He
That was
was
that
never
one season, wasn't it?
like 25 goal plus a season. You know, if he hadn't have had that great partnership with Sturridge and Sterling,
Why is
I
Sturridge
doubt
not on
he-
this list?
well,
Nowhere near it.
I don't even that is a rhetorical question. If he didn't have that partnership with them, I doubt he would have scored as many goals in that season for Liverpool. So I don't actually see him as that great of a Premier League striker, to be honest.
What?
I mean,
I
he's
think-
good. I don't get me wrong. Like against like Norwich, he scored some special goals.
Yeah.
In particular.
Yeah.
But I
There's
just
one against Newcastle as well.
there's definitely better contenders out there on this list.
Yeah.
That Suarez doesn't even come near to.
But so he got 69 goals in 110 Premier League appearances. So that's basically
It's
what,
good.
2 in every 3 games sort of thing.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. But again, I think it's just that 1 year, wasn't it? And then he off to Barcelona, so you're like, there's not a lot to base him off of. Well, who we got number 8 then?
I've got Suarez in at number 8.
I've got Van Nistelrooy.
I'm very surprised at this selection on the BBC. They've got
Do you know
Harry
what?
Kane.
Do you know what? I was thinking Harry Kane because he hasn't actually been around for that long.
He has though. He's been around for like 5 seasons at the top of the scoring charts every year for like 5 years. I
Yes,
reckon.
so, but I think it's probably Spurs' lack of trophies and the fact that he's been on great form, but he still hasn't been able to lead them to a trophy. When when you're a goal scorer, sure
That kind
you
of
should
job.
you should be the man winning cup games for your club to get them to a final, and But I know obviously he can't help not being played in some of them, but I think it's the fact he hasn't won anything that's probably led to that.
Fair enough. But he's played over 200 games and scored 136 goals with basically a 0.7 goal ratio.
I mean, that is
That's what-
very good.
That's like 3 and 4 basically.
And
It's not bad.
I mean, everybody remembers like Kane breaking out and suddenly having that incredible like season. We're like, hang on, who the hell's this bloke?
Again, like I reckon if he moves to a Premier League winning team, he'll instantly probably get even more goals than he's already getting now, and he'll pop some trophies in the cabinet as well. Like maybe a Man City would probably be perfect for him.
Next
We
all of
obviously-
his golden boots.
Yeah.
Well, I think like Liverpool, like Firmino isn't really a proper striker at Liverpool, really, is he?
No, it's a
I mean,
false nine.
he literally
That's how
didn't.
they work, isn't it?
He literally didn't score a goal at Anfield for what, a year
Yeah,
before he
we didn't
scored
need-
again. I
Sure.
mean, like, I think if Liverpool want to carry on, if they're going to eventually win this Premier League season, whatever happens to it, then if they get someone like Harry Kane in, I mean, they're just going to be winning everything.
But would it work though with him? Does it not work so well because Firmino and that system?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I suppose. I mean, it'd have to take somebody to leave to put him to get him. You know, like at City, you've still got Aguero who's on great form. Jesus, if he, like you were saying to me earlier, Arthur, you might go to Barcelona. If that
It
happens,
seems like a good fit.
if that happens, then there's scope for it. But I'm not sure. I mean, with Jose Mourinho, I think Harry Kane's probably going to want to stay at Tottenham because there could be good times ahead, but we'll have to see.
No, I reckon you should go to Man United as well.
Hmm.
They're on the way up. I like it. Pogba's going to
That's the thing,
stay.
though. Everybody said for years Man United need to spend big, and they just haven't yet. But if they do eventually pull out the wallet and get rid of all the slack, which, because at the end of the day, quite frankly, get rid of Phil Jones because Chris Smalling has been incredible in Serie A. He's found his form again. So getting rid of Phil Jones, bringing in Smalling next to Harry Maguire could actually work very well.
Possibly.
But Solskjaer likes to see Lindelof. I mean, he hasn't really shown much of his worth yet. He's not a bad defender, but he's not the greatest if Manchester United are going to push. But maybe a player like Harry Kane could push them to maybe close to winning the league. But then what about Martial, Rashford? I mean, I know Rashford likes to play out wide now, but Martial's kind of starting to regain what he was as a striker.
But it's good to have healthy competition, isn't it?
Yeah. I
He's
don't know
doing
whether Martial will be happy with someone like Kane coming in and basically taking his place at the club.
Let's just send him to Wigan.
Would you take Martial at Hull?
Yep.
You would?
Yeah. Oh, just dancing there. Oh.
Sorry, I was just directing my stepdad to where my mother is.
I'll
recording from home.
I'll put some hilarious I'll make you look like you're poking at something else.
Yeah.
Who is next? Go on then. What's next
Number 7 on the list. Who have you guys got number 7?
Harold Kane.
Oh, you should put Harry Kane.
I'm gonna go with Nistelrooy in that one.
Nistelrooy. Be quite surprised, but I'm quite surprised that his goal ratio is not that good. But it's Didier Drogba.
Ooh.
Really?
See, he's a lot further down on my list.
I've always been the same. I knew Drogba was always good. He's always whenever you being an Arsenal fan, he always scored against us because he just seemed to. He's perfect to play against soft defenses like that. But he never really got over 20 goals in the league every year. I think only on 2 occasions he ever did that. So
I suppose because the Chelsea sides who were playing him, I suppose
they're very top heavy.
Like my criticism of Firmino, while he doesn't necessarily score all the time, there's so many players around him which do score loads.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
He doesn't need to be that main striker. He doesn't need to be the one But at the end of the day, he did score some very important goals in very important times.
He also stopped a civil war. So he's got to give him that.
And won the Champions League. So
yeah, winning single-handedly, didn't he?
That winning penalty.
And the header that got him into extra time as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
remember, that was a great night.
He was definitely a man for the moment, but in this moment, he's not a man for one of the top 5.
Right. So he had 254 appearances and got 104 goals. So it's 0.41 a game.
I'm on the call.
The Didier Drogba had Premier League appearances of 254 with 104 goals, making that around about 0.4 goals per game. So it's not light in the world stats, but still pretty good. Better than me.
Not as good as me.
No. What's your ratio, James?
I'm on a two goals per game ratio at the moment.
2.5.
I've got a perfect ratio of no games and no goals. So there we go.
0. So is that technically 1 or?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
We'll
Maybe it's
allow it.
like an NA.
Yeah.
What's yours, Arthur?
Oh, it's too good. I think mine actually might be. Like when I actually played football, I think I got the most ever in a season. I got was 4. So it's probably not very good.
Matthew
I
Debussy.
thought-
I was a
I
defender.
played-
I was a defender. Thank you.
I played goalkeeper, so mine's pretty shoddy.
How you even got 2 goals then?
I scored a banger from a free kick from a corner once.
Oh,
It got
alright.
crossed in. You know, and they go, "Oh, goalkeeper, go up." I was like, "Oh, I'm buzzing for this." Came to the edge of the box. I hoofed it as hard as I could. It hit the crossbar and went in. Absolute
Oh,
seat.
Okay, lovely.
Still lost it, but you know, I scored, and that's what matters.
Right, we're up to number 6 in the list now. Who
Okay.
have we got here?
Right,
Wazza.
this has got to be Van Nistelrooy.
No,
Really?
He's a-
They rate Van Nistelrooy higher.
it's a Man United player,
Is it
Oh,
Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, which I think is fair
I
because
suppose in his days of the Premier League.
He didn't sign.
if you think about Premier League wise, he probably should be lower because of his sort of goals and everything what he's done. But because what he did in Real Madrid and now Juventus, you're like, yeah, it's probably fair that he's a bit higher.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. There's
I
not
mean,
much you
to
can
be fair,
say.
he was special. I mean, that free kick against Portsmouth is going to forever
Oh,
be
that's what-
remembered.
Made him arguably the best player in the world, wasn't it? Everyone was like,
Yeah.
he's pretty legit now.
That-
He's
that-
The lovely
Yeah.
knuckleball.
Yeah, create that. Which is apparently like what isn't it like he gets like 1% or it's like something crazy small percentage actually go on target or something with his free kicks.
Oh yeah, he
1
barely
in
gets
23
one in.
or something like that, isn't
He
it?
barely gets one in. He's just been really lucky over the past couple of years that like that one at the World Cup went in against Spain, and like the one at the Euros.
That's so good though.
It was good, but I think he's just been a bit lucky. He's always one of the players that, let me have the free kick when it's like a perfect. It's like if Ronaldo and Pirlo were on the same pitch, you can guarantee Ronaldo would want the free kick and miss everyone, but Pirlo could have one and pop it in.
It's the risk you got to take. He's a risk taker. That's why he's the best in the world.
He is.
Right, so his Premier League appearances 196. Do you want to try and guess at his goals? I want specific guesses. Let's see if you can get it.
Go on, James. You go first.
I'm saying. How many games has he played? Sorry.
196.
We're gonna go for 102 goals.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go
I
for
have faith
133.
133. He wasn't that good in England.
That's like 1.5 per game.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
talking about Ronaldo. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, to be honest. I was just guessing. I don't know.
You got
Um,
84.
Okay, I would have said 70. I would have said
I'd be
70.
like 4 if I knew the question.
But
I
he
would-
basically his last 2 seasons what put him up in the goals. Because if he left after that season where he got 30 in the season, he probably been only on like 50 goals.
Yeah.
He wasn't a crazy scorer.
Who's
Right,
in at
number-
number 6?
No, that was number 6.
Okay, now number 5.
Now we're
Who's
in
the number
top 5.
Right. So come on, who's number 5, boys?
Right, this has got to be Van Nistelrooy.
James.
Rooney.
It's Van Nistelrooy. Finally.
Hey. Come on.
You forget like how good he was when he was here.
How many did he score?
He got in 149 appearances, he got 95 goals, so 0.64 for
But
game per ratio.
Didn't he miss that penalty against Arsenal, which basically meant they stayed the Invincibles?
No, that was but that was like I think like the 3rd or 4th game of the season anyway. That's what like.
But that was
nil-nil,
that was
just-
probably the closest that anyone came to actually, because that would have won them the game.
Yeah.
It was the last kick of the game.
Oh yeah. That's probably one of the best memories I've ever had. Then Man United came close to ruining it then, and then Leicester as well on the last day of the season. The sods.
Yeah.
But no, you forget as well that because obviously Jamie Vardy had the record, doesn't he, for the most consecutive goals per game?
Yeah.
Yeah, set up 10. So you forget, that's a shout as well. I just mentioned Jamie Vardy. Where is he in this list?
11th.
He should
No,
be 11th,
oh,
shouldn't he?
Just
We'd say
behind
that.
him.
He should
I'd argue that. Well, no, because again, Andy Cole's a record breaker. But I'd argue that maybe because Jamie Vardy, recent history, could be above Andy Cole. That's a debate for another day.
Depends which. I mean, if you're doing this decade, definitely. But
I can't imagine Andy Cole's on the list if you're doing this decade.
Yeah. I mean, he did play for a while, but
Yeah.
not that long.
right, okay. So Van Nistelrooy is finally off the list.
Yes.
Now on to the top 4.
So we've got Rooney, Henry, Aguero, and Shearer left. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So who's number
Rooney's
4?
got to be number 4.
I'm gonna say Rooney 4.
You're both correct. Rooney is number 4.
Yes. Good player.
He was a very good player. He played 491 games in the Premier League. Do you want to have a punt at how many goals he had?
I'm gonna say 250 something.
James?
7.
7. Just 7 goals.
7 goals.
No, 237.
Oh, right. I was gonna say just 7 goals.
You should. I thought you said 207 because if you had said that, you would have been one off. It's 208.
Oh, it's 208.
I think he's England's all-time top goal scorer. He's Man United. Is he Man United's top goal scorer now? I imagine so.
I think so.
He's above Bobby Charlton now, isn't he? So
Yeah.
he's a legend of the game. Yeah, his goal ratio is
He is.
0.42.
I think obviously because he's still playing and he's like gone to Derby, I don't think at the minute anybody can be as appreciative of how good he actually is. But when we look back in 20 years, we'll be like, my God, Rooney was good.
But it's a interesting stat. Is the only 2 seasons where he scored more than 20 league goals in 2009, 2010, and then 2011, 2012, were the years that Man United did not win the league.
Wow.
So when he was in the main talisman, they didn't win the league.
But that was that post Ferguson?
No, this is pre-Ferguson, isn't it? This is during Ferguson era.
Oh yeah.
Because 2009-10 was when he was on fire. Then he went to the World Cup and was shocking. And then he had the off year and then came back and was good. Then so there's the years clearly they let Chelsea win the league. Shame.
But I suppose
he can always add to his goal tally still if he got promoted with Derby soon.
I think it's impressive because like he wasn't playing striker the whole time.
No.
He was playing. I swear, didn't Van Gaal sometimes play him out on the wing?
Oh, playing like holding mid, didn't he? And left wing.
And obviously, I think he kind of mastered centre attacking mid as well, didn't he? Because he did have
centre forward.
I think Harry Kane's a little bit similar to him in the sense because Harry Kane's got a great passing range on him as well as having that edge of prolificness, and Rooney had that.
Yeah, they are quite similar, aren't they? Just obviously hair-wise, not the same. So who's your number 3, guys? This is the most important.
Henry.
Henry is your 3rd. Wow, I'm hurt by that.
Do you want my top 3? Because it's going to be whittled down anyway, isn't it? Henry, Aguero, Shearer.
So your James, your top 3 is Henry, Aguero, Shearer.
Correct.
Jack, your top 3 in the order.
My top 3 is going to be Henry, Aguero, Shearer.
What? Do you guys not realise that Henry was the best player in the world when he was playing at Arsenal? Just wrongfully.
Is this you trying to hint at what the list is?
No, not at all.
What's the list?
No, I'm not. I am appreciative of. Oh, I don't know, and I want to change it to Aguero, Henry, Shearer.
So Shearer's always your number 1.
Shearer's got to be number 1.
Shearer's always he's scored 250 Premier League goals.
260 actually. But does he have the best ratio? Just saying. But all right, I'll give you number 3.
Yeah.
So number 3.
Go on.
Can we have a drum? Give us a drum roll. Sergio Aguero.
Number 3 is Aguero.
Aguero. So 261 games, 180 goals, and a 0.69 goal per ratio. Goals per game ratio.
I mean,
he's only 32 as well.
He's good. I mean, it depends whether he stays in the Premier League. I think if he stays here another 3 seasons, he's been such a fantastic player for City over the years, and literally, like, he just doesn't. Some of the goals he scored, he just whenever he's in front of goal, you think, well, he's going to score, and he doesn't ever look like he's going to miss.
Could you
Would you
imagine if
say
he
he's City's best player?
or ever?
Yes.
Yeah, easily.
I think so. Yeah.
It's him. It's between him, David Silva, and Company, isn't it?
Yeah.
With those three, and like maybe
I like-
De Bruyne could get in there in a couple of years' time. But right now, I'd say Aguero's probably their best player ever.
Oh, definitely.
Like, can you imagine if certain circumstances were going on right now, how many goals he'd be on now, and if he wasn't so, say, injury prone, and Pep
Yeah.
wasn't such a tactician that he just played Jesus sometimes instead of Aguero just for no reason but to be clever. How many goals and appearances he'd have now? Probably like 300 odd and probably on 200 goals.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think Aguero is the only player in modern times that has been close to catching Shearer.
Yeah, him and Kane, I think they might get close.
And I
Or
mean,
maybe-
Kane could break Rooney's England record.
Oh yeah, I think Kane will become England's and the Premier League top goal scorer at some point in his career.
You think so?
Just because I think he's 25 and 25, 26. Like,
Yeah.
he's got another 6 good years in him.
Do you think he's
possibly
gonna?
eight.
Fraud.
Do you think he's gonna stick around in England for that long to be able to do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I
He's
think
not,
he's
not
very,
suited
very.
to any other big clubs, is he? He's not suited to like a Real Madrid or a
I
Barcelona.
think. I suppose now for English players and British players, they look at what happened to Gareth Bale when he went to Real Madrid, and they think, well, he went there, he was good for a
First
couple of
goal.
seasons, and then he's literally now not playing any games. He's put on a load of muscle. He's not at all the player he used to be. He's lost all kind of a sense of agility and pace that he had.
Yeah, I don't think that's his. That's not really his fault. It's just mismanagement of Real Madrid and Zidane just for some reason not liking him. But I don't think Bale's just there for the money now. I think he's got to a certain age where he's like, I've got 3 years left on my deal. I'm getting paid like 500 grand a week. I'm just going to enjoy myself.
Wales, Golf, Madrid in that order.
Yeah, exactly. But so we've got so Aguero. So who's number 2?
It's obviously going to be Henri.
Henri
Is it?
and then number 1 Shearer.
Is it
It's
though?
got to be. It's got to
Is
be.
it though?
It
Yeah.
has to be.
Is
Yeah,
it though?
It is.
I
It
refuse
is.
to
It is.
accept.
Stop this double bluffing,
Is it
Millarco.
though? It is. Yeah, it's Thierry Henry number 2. You got 258 games,
You just don't like to
175
admit it
goals.
'cause you're an Arsenal fan.
But he was the best player to ever play in the Premier League. It's just a fact. We can debate that another day. But, so you've got
It's
0.68 game per ratio. So I think Aguero has the best, out of the top 10, the best goals per game ratio. I'll just quickly double check that. Oh, only just. By 0.01 over Kane and Henry.
I mean, I don't know, like we were just saying that Harry Kane might overtake Shearer, but that is one hell of a record to beat.
Yeah, so Shearer's is 441 games and 260 goals.
I mean, do you think Newcastle are ever going to reach the heights that they did when Shearer was there?
I don't think they even reached the heights they did when Shearer was there. They should have done a lot better. They got
They
the
should
best
have.
player in England and they didn't win a league or win a cup or anything.
No.
With Mike
Get to
Ashley
the
at the
final.
helm, they won't go anywhere.
No.
The more likely
Does
to get relegated than make Europa League.
Yeah, exactly. But the quote here from Shearer is, all I'm going to say is 260 goals and I was injured for 3 years.
I mean, that is good.
That is, yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of goals every season. But
It's missing it, really.
The case I'd make for the whole Henry being the best player thing is he's probably got 175 goals and he probably has about 150 assists as well. Just to say.
I mean, which kind of Henri is Premier League Henri your favourite, or like maybe when he was at Barcelona? What that
Premier League.
Henri?
Premier League Henry was the best player to ever play in the Premier League. That's just a fact.
In your oh, I was going to say it's your
No, it is a
opinion.
fact. Name me a better player?
To play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer. That's why he's at the top of this list.
No, he's the best goal scorer. He's the best goal scorer. I concede that he's the best goal scorer in the league. He's not a better player.
I'm gonna. Oh, I've got.
Peter
you are-
Schmeichel.
Peter
mean-
Schmeichel.
Other end of the pitch, Henri couldn't do what he did.
I bet you he could actually.
I've never seen Henri save a goal. I've seen Schmeichel score many a goal.
He's scored what, 2? He scored like 2 goals in his career.
Oh, he scored 9.
Ow. Rubbish.
I'll tell you the best player not to play in the Premier League.
Not Messi.
Ivan Toney.
Oh wow.
There
There's
we
still
go.
time. There's still time.
And that is the top 10.
That wraps it up.
Yes, so that was our take on the top 10 Premier League goal scorers, as
By the fools at the BBC.
so which they borrowed by the
Disgusting.
employees of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
We lent them it for a week. Now we're having it back.
Yes, that was your scratch of the day. Thanks very much for listening.
Hello lovely people, thank you for watching this video on the Scratch Sport YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe,
Like the video.
and share it with all your friends.
Subscribe.